G'day, it's Steve and Sam from Exercises.com.au. Today we're going to show you how to do a strict muscle up. Sam's going to demonstrate for us. Excellent. So with this movement, it's quite a hard movement. If you've been looking at muscle ups or anything like that, you might have seen our video on the kipping muscle up. Okay, this is if you've got a lot more strength, and it builds a lot more power, pulling power as well. So you just got to make sure that you have a few precursors for this. Got to make sure that you can at least do 5 to 10 strict pull-ups in a row, or 5 to 10 ring dips in a row as well. Okay, so if you've got any kind of shoulder issues, impingement or anything like that, don't even go near it. Okay, so first of all, what we need to have a look at is the hanging position. So just taking hold there, Westy, in the false grip. Okay, so what we do there is going the false grip. You can see that Westy's hands are quite a fair way over, and that ring is actually cutting into just underneath his wrist there. So when he gets up, his hands are going to be in that correct position to be able to press out. Okay, it makes a big difference. So maybe just have a play with that first. Just even hanging can be quite awkward. So from here, we're not kipping at all. We're doing a strict muscle up. So we want to make sure that we can pull properly first. So that is pulling up and taking the rings into the armpits. So we're going to pull right into the armpits there. Okay, so pulling up there, Westy, and back down. Okay, as you can see there, that he's got his elbows in nice and close, and he's pulled those rings right into his armpits. Okay, if you can't get close to your armpits, it's not going to work. All right, so the next thing from there is to be able to get through that transition. Now, this is quite a hard thing to do. So when you're coming up, you're pulling those rings into the armpits. You need to be able to really push that head through the window, okay, and then be able to get your shoulders over your hands and over the rings, and then get your elbows up over your hands as well. So you're in a good position to be able to press up through a ring dip. If you cannot do that, you're definitely going to do some damage to your shoulders, okay? So just be careful with that. So we're going to have a go at that, Westy, just going up into that bottom of the ring dip. So you've got to make sure you're pulling quite hard at the start, and then he's pulled straight through these. Kept the rings in close, and as you can see there, with that false grip, his hands are now in the good position there, and his biceps are above the rings. His elbows are in quite close and pressing up from there. Okay, so need quite a lot of strength coming down from there, in reverse and back down. Okay, so you need a lot of strength through that, okay, and very healthy shoulders as well. Okay, so a couple of things that we commonly see faults with just a strict muscle up is obviously trying to get a bit of a knee pump when we're coming up. So let's have a look at that, Westy. So trying to come up, and then halfway through coming up and then trying to kick the legs, it doesn't even get there, okay? So just be careful of that. That's just what the body wants to do. We're trying to help ourselves. But if you're going to do that, maybe work on a kipping muscle up. The other one is just having the hands out wide when we go for that catch, okay? So going up, pulling ourselves up, and then hands are going out wide, and don't even go from there, okay? So that's way too wide there, and the rings are about to go out from there, okay? Let's just finish off with one good rep. Nice and smooth, excellent. Nice, Westy. And that is how you do a strict muscle up. Search through exercises.com.au for more great videos, and we'll see you next time.